Yeah, we're just taking it game by game and, really letting them decide, how they want to monitor the early part of the preseason. They both said the first two, they probably sit out, being afternoon games and like to get in this third one.
Anything that you've seen from those two in practice, just be looking, you've got on the bus.
I just want to see the intensity with which we have practiced when those guys are in there, because it's been, super intense and, a lot of up tempo, fast paced basketball that, I think is exciting to see. And, hopefully, it will be that way throughout the year. But hopefully that starts tonight. Yeah, we'll start DeAndre at the 5, and we're going to start Russell, LeBron, Kent Bazemore, and we're going to give Malik a look in the starting lineup tonight.
Right. What was sort of your
Not necessarily. We'll make that decision as we, continue our evaluation of the full preseason. Trevor did everything he could to see if he could get through the injury without missing any time, without any procedures. So ultimately, it came down to just making sure that we got it cleaned up, and hopefully we'll get him back as soon as we can.
Frank, curious just about the timeline on that. Because I know you said that he was dealing with prior to training camp, and if I understood correctly, he might practice on day one, and then it flared up. Is that correct?
No, I don't think he practiced. Yeah, well, he did. No, he did. He didn't do the contact portion, if I recall correctly, but he did, all the running and non-contact drills, and it just wasn't where it needed to be. So they went through further evaluation and decided this was the best course of action.
Is this on your radar or something that might happen going into camp? Was that a test to see what was going to happen?
Yeah, initially, like all in the preseason before training camp, we hadn't really talked about this. We were hopeful that it wasn't going to come to this, and then as training camp began and they went through the further evaluation, that's when we decided that this was the best course of action. Yeah, well, if basically with DeAndre, we said if AD decides to sit this one out, that we'd play him and find one of the next two to rest him. So that's the only reason we changed that.
And then big picture with Trevor out, is that pushing you guys more to the 2 big lineups?
Yeah, not necessarily. We'll see. We're going to use all 6 games of the preseason to evaluate, and we'll make a decision at that point. Can we get some jazz music while we're doing this? It was both, honestly. Russell's a great player. We're really excited about what those two look like together. But obviously, having a third player of a star caliber like Russell, is definitely going to help us either with the minutes where LeBron is out, or help us withstand potential injuries like we had last year where we struggled. But it really just comes down to when you have a chance to get a great player like Russell Westbrook, you go for it. Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, everybody's got a guard. It's a team game, and everybody has to, just carry their own weight on the defensive end, and they've got to compete and execute our schemes. But obviously, Kent having a defensive pedigree that he has, certainly, he'll be needed. Maybe more. But honestly, like he's going to be needed anyway. So, and everybody's got to step up.
Hey, Frank, thus far in training camp, have you gotten a sense for the usage rate between Russell and LeBron? Like, who is more of the point guard? Who is playing more off ball? I know those two are the last two assist leaders in the league. So obviously both of them, do a lot of great things with the ball in their hands.
Yeah, and they're both going to have the ball a lot. It's just one of those things that we're going to see how it plays out. Through the course of the preseason, through the course of the regular season. But both will share the basketball, and we'll be heavily involved.
Yeah, just Golden State obviously poised to return to play during the season. And Denver and the Clippers also have stars who may come back later in the season. In that light, against some of the competition you have in the West, you this time, the next month or two, while you're kind of figuring out what LeBron, Russ, and the rest of the new guys, as a pretty sizable advantage for you guys?
Not necessarily. Obviously those even with those teams having guys out, they have enough to win. So for us, we're not really worried about who's in and out for other teams. We want to hit the ground running, win as many games as we can, play winning basketball. From the time the home or the season opens, all the way through to game 82. So we're not really too focused on what other teams have going on. Okay.